At times, the entrances at the 2019 Met Gala felt like a parade of advancements in apparel manufacturing. We are talking about Zendaya showing up in a Cinderella dress that lit up, Katy Perry walking around in a functioning chandelier, and other celebrities. But one of the most impressive design feats came courtesy of Zac Posen, who partnered with GE Additive and Proto Labs to marry camp with 3D printing. Posen always wanted to work with 3D printing to push the boundaries of art and fashion. The designer has a history of incorporating technology with design, and for the Met Gala in particular. In 2016, he made a gown for Claire Danes that literally glowed in the dark. And in 2019, he incorporated 3D printing into the process, creating a series of striking ensembles for an incredibly stylish crew. Of all the looks that Posen created for the 2019 Met Gala using 3D printing technology, Dobrev's really stood out, and for multiple reasons. First off, it was quite different from the voluminous floor-grazing gowns that fans expected from the designer. And then there was the glossy translucent fabric which made heads turn on the red carpet. According to Posen, the design was meant to mimic a glass slipper, perfume bottle, and rock crystal interpreted through his draping. This design brought out a surreal, futuristic fantasy. Dobrev says that she wanted a creation that was light and which, when worn, she would feel like she was floating. And Zac did not disappoint. He designed the bustier to be angelic and whimsical. Zac worked with Dobrev's team, which included her makeup artist Charlotte Tilbury and two hairstylists, Kate Young and Chris McMillan. Together with the team, Zac discussed and decided on the direction that complemented but did not overwhelm the futuristic bodies, and executed it beautifully. Dobrev's 3D printed dress actually consisted of 4 parts, which came together in the shape of her exact measurements. The top layer, which is a bustier, is made using Somos Watershed XC 11122 plastic. The almost glass-like finish was achieved through wet hand sanding and spraying with a top coat. According to the actress, the fitting was different to say the least. About a month and a half before the Met Gala, Zac's team took her through the most untraditional fitting that she has ever done. The actress was put in a spandex bodysuit, and she stood on a platform opposite a camera that snapped 360 degrees photos. She had to stand completely still for a minute and a half for the camera to take 15 to 20 photos. This fitting routine was done about 6 times, and the result was a polymer bustier made for her and her alone. The fitting concept was pretty futuristic, cool, and cutting edge. But Zac Posen didn't just create a single 3D printed dress for Dobrev alone. In collaboration with Proto Labs and GE Additive, he created a collection of 3D printed gowns and accessories. Posen's 3D printed pieces were also worn by supermodel Judan Dan, actresses Katy Holmes and Julie Garner, and Bollywood star Deepika Padukone. Dan's gown was made of 21 unique 3D printed rose petals that were made from extreme white 2000 plastic coated in a color shifting paint with a gloss clear coat. To create the petals, a method of 3D printing called stereolithography was used. A petal takes roughly 100 hours to print and is valued at 3,000 each. The completed petals were then bolted onto a 3D printed titanium frame. Proto Labs applications engineer Eric Utley indicated that they never intended for the parts to be easy. The company wanted to push the limits a bit. For Julia Garner, a brace-plated headpiece made from nylon 12 plastic was created using HP's Multijet Fusion 3D printer. The headpiece was printed as a single piece with brass plating and took over 22 hours to make in North Carolina. Katie Holmes wore a custom-made Posen gown of 300 yards of hand-sewn colored tulle with 3D printed palm leaves as a collar accessory. The printing of the palm leaves in North Carolina took over 56 hours. Deepika Padukone's metallic pink lurex jacket gown included 408 pieces of 3D printed embroidery that were attached to the outside of the gown. This gown took over 160 hours to complete and was printed in North Carolina as well. This isn't the first time that Posen has used 3D printing for his designs. The designer also created an Arthur 3D printed convertible bag, which unfortunately is no longer in stock. Posen says that 3D printing holds lots of potential for the future of fashion. The technology allows customization, precision, and scaling that cannot be created by hand. By using the technology, designers can push the boundaries of fashion and create elements in their designs that couldn't have been achieved before.